All right, let's get into it. What happens when a 16-year-old marries a 50-year-old actor and becomes a pop culture phenomenon overnight? Let's spill the tea on Courtney Stodden. Hey, I'm Emma, and I am feeling very curious today. High-key detective mode, but with lip gloss. So, picture this. Courtney Stodden is an American media personality, model, and singer from Washington. She is also non-binary and uses she or they pronouns, just so we are all on the same respectful page. She hit global headlines in 2011 after marrying actor Doug Hutchison at 16. That scandal crackled into reality TV bookings, music drops, and a very loud tabloid ecosystem. Over time, she leaned into advocacy too, from animal rights to calling out child marriage in the US. It is a whole arc, honey. Quick personal story before we dive deep. Years ago, I went to a reality TV audition where the casting director was like, "Give us drama, give us tears." I, being me, tried to cry on cue. Instead, my left contact lens fell out mid-monologue, slid down my cheek like a tragic little jellyfish, and I stomped on it with my heel. The room went silent. I squeaked out, "This is not me," but also very me. Epic fail. I left thinking, wow, TV will literally ask you to be a salt shaker full of emotions. The lesson: when the cameras want a character, it's so easy to lose the plot on who you actually are. Now imagine that times 1,000 for Courtney. She did local TV as a teen and pushed music early. Then boom, a headline marriage with a man over 3 decades older. From Father Albert talk segments to reality shows like Couples Therapy and Celebrity Big Brother, the pressure to perform a version of yourself is relentless. My take? The real flex is staying tethered to your own values when the world wants you to be a meme. It is messy, but it is survival. Let's lay out the basics. Courtney's public persona is this mashup of pop glam, tabloid lightning rod, and, increasingly, activist voice. The marriage in 2011 to actor Doug Hutchison lit the fuse. Think of scandal like rocket fuel. It shoots you up fast, it is loud, it is messy, and if you do not stabilize, you burn up. She pivoted that fuel into unscripted TV, singles, cameos, and advocacy. Timeline-wise, teen music in 2010, the marriage in 2011, Couples Therapy in 2012, Celebrity Big Brother UK in 2013, a pita lettuce bikini moment the same year, a 50 Cent music video cameo in 2014. Then life gets even more real in 2016 with a pregnancy and a heartbreaking miscarriage. Eventually, the divorce from Doug finalized in 2020. In 2021, she came out as non-binary, then updated pronouns to she or they in 2022. By 2023, she said she was pausing OnlyFans to push more on animal rights and advocacy against child marriage. That is a very 2010s to 2020s arc, chaos to cause. Okay, let's talk about the people who shaped this saga. Doug Hutchison, an actor who became headline news because of the age gap marriage. Their relationship was not just personal, it was managerial for a while, and that dual role is a red flag factory, just saying. Then there is Dr. Jen Berman, the therapist who led VH1's Couples Therapy. She worked with them on camera and said Doug was not a predator in her clinical view, though she was very clear a 16-year-old marrying a man in his 50s made her uncomfortable. That nuance matters. Also, Krista Keller, Courtney's mom, who at first managed her, then quit in 2015, citing creative differences. When your parent is also your manager, it's like combining your diary and your tax returns. High risk for drama. Later, in the 2020s, Courtney dated film producer Jared Safier, and they married in 2024. New chapter, new stakes. If I were Courtney during those early media frenzies, I would have been juggling producers wanting shock moments, family expectations, a spouse who is also a manager, and a public calling me every name, all while trying to make pop music as a teenager. That is not just a hot mess, it is a pressure cooker. It's impressive she's still standing, speaking, and reframing. Okay, big question. Was Doug a predator? This is where it gets complicated, and we need receipts and nuance. Public opinion yelled predator, and I get why. She was 16, he was 50. There are also contested details. Who emailed who first? And some accounts say she reached out under her mom's supervision. Later, Courtney emphasized feeling groomed and has alleged emotional and sometimes physical abuse. Doug has denied abuse and denied predatory intent. There has not been a legal finding presented here. So yeah, nuance, not Twitter court. My opinion. Even when a minor ticks the legal box of parental consent, the power gap is massive. Age, money, industry access, media savvy, all tip the scales. You can have a situation that isn't technically illegal in a state, but still harmful in practice. Dr. Berman's take shows how a clinician might see complexity, while the public needs a simple villain. And honestly, the industry loves a scandal because it sells ads. That split between professional evaluation and public rage is baked into the machine. Why does this still matter in pop culture? Because Courtney understood the spectacle. Celebrity Big Brother, the UK reality franchise that traps famous people in a house with non-stop cameras, kept her in headlines. And PETA, the animal rights org known for stunts, had her in that lettuce bikini in 2013. Do I roll my eyes at the bikini? Yes. Do I respect using whatever spotlight you have to push animal welfare and vegetarianism? Also yes. It was a total vibe for tabloid-era activism. And the internet never forgets. In 2021, Chrissy Teigen apologized after Courtney said she messaged them in 2011 telling them to, unalive themselves. Big yikes. Chrissy apologized publicly more than once. Courtney accepted, but critiqued the timing. This is the new media cycle. Past tweets, present brand deals, moral math on the timeline. It stays relevant because it keeps happening to different people. A couple more wild details. In 2013, her father was reportedly 4 years younger than Doug at the wedding. Can you believe that? In 2014, she cameoed in a 50 Cent video. For folks who don't know, 50 Cent is a rap mogul. In 2015, a solo tape came out via Vivid, and she said she would donate the fee. In 2022, she had her DD implants removed due to back pain and talked about body autonomy. In 2023, she stopped posting on OnlyFans, which is a subscription platform for creators, to emphasize activism against child marriage and animal rights. And in 2026, Jason Alexander, the Seinfeld actor, apologized for a 2012 sketch where he made sexualized jokes while she was 17. Culture is finally auditing old content, and honestly, it's overdue. Bottom line, Courtney Stodden is not just the headline you remember. She is a case study in how scandal can mint a celebrity, how a person fights to rewrite their narrative, and how the internet keeps the receipts forever. I don't love everything the tabloid machine did here, but I do respect her pivot into purpose. Glow up by values, not by shock. Next time, we're unpacking another celebrity relationship controversy that had everyone screaming goals, until it turned into, well, not goals. You know the one. Okay, we covered a lot. Fame is a wild ride, and staying true to yourself is the only seatbelt that actually works. Be kind, drink water, protect your peace, and I will see you next time.